Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft. On play action, Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Wilson with a first down carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing on second down, Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now Moore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Moore now. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looking to throw. Moore. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mullins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Moore to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Rosen will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offensive backfield.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. Still going. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the draw, it's Wilson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Rosen. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 1st down, it's Wilson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. From the 24, Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Rosen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Wilson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Now Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. To throw is Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Moore now, throwing on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Moore on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Here's Moore Going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this one is right through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Come on.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moore. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Potter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Moore got his man complete over the middle. That's Mullins. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and inches. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moore looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready. 51 to Mike. I didn't know why his team showed up. Check 26, check 26.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Another carry for Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I'm going to hit you.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Wilson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete. Bernard. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. Now it's Wilson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rosen, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. On 2nd down and 4, Rosen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Caught by Wilson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run. Here's Wilson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll have a first down past the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mullins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Wilson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Wilson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Let's get that ball, Gary. Let's get that ball.
They'll run again with Wilson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 21 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Rosen will throw. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first, they'll go back to Wilson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Mullins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, it'll end here on a slightly positive note with a victory, but there weren't many other positives in a season that saw them finish 3-13. And they will enter this offseason with more questions than answers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.